All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are entering into our final project, the most important week of the quarter for you guys. This is what we've been working all quarter for. I've given you 6 apps. This is your 7th. Um, so over the weekend, you were given a homework assignment to think about what you want to do, right? Bless you. So today, it's really simple. It's an easy grade for me to grade. If you can sit here and write a program description, an engineering design, and a sprint task list, I know you thought about what you need to do. Are you with me on that? So, um, first of all, the final project, I'm looking for a game. Okay, why do I like games? For several reasons. Number one, they're fun. Number two, they're cool. Number three, there's a concept that we all can know. Are you with me? What it is. For example, if someone says I'm doing Space Invaders, all right, I know what's going on. I got aliens moving across left and right on the screen. I got a shooter down at the bottom shooting missiles up. If the missile comes in contact with the alien, boom, you're getting points. If you get hit by a missile, you're losing a life. There's a concept in there that we can know. If you tell me you're doing Miss Pac-Man or Pac-Man, I get it. You with me? Are you guys with me? There's a game there. You're getting points. You're losing lives. And the fourth thing about them that I really like, which I think is the most important thing, there's usually more code involved because there's more concepts involved. Are you with me on that? So I don't want to see cookie clickers. Okay, if I see a cookie clicker, that's going to be a 0. If you don't know what a cookie clicker is, count your life as blessed that you don't know what it is. It's you don't need to know what it is. All right, it's not fun. Okay, I don't want to see soundboards. I have students that want to do soundboards all the time. All you do is press a button, it plays a sound, they do 20 sounds. That's like 40 lines of code. No. You know, once you do one sound, you can do 20 sounds. You with me? It's not that cool. You know what I mean? I don't want to see soundboards. Okay. So some kind of games here, you guys can go back. I love these old school Atari games. Frogger, Space Invaders, Galaga, Pong, um, ping pong, tennis, any kind of sporting game. Okay, is great. Soccer, hockey, basketball, foosball, air hockey, lacrosse, volleyball, tennis, um, highlight. Something, whatever you want. Okay, make some kind of a cool game. All right, you guys with me on this? Who's getting this so far? All right. So this is what we talked about earlier. So this is what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for your engineering design. Okay. And this right here, this is really not your engineering design. Your engineering design is way down here. Okay. On one side of your paper, you want to have a title. Final project 1_2_3, and then you want to give it some kind of a name here so we all know what you're doing. You don't have to put Galaga in there. I just use Galaga as an example. Okay? Are you guys with me on that? So if I was going to do Galaga, you guys know I like Galaga. It's one of my favorite old-time school games. I love Galaga. So then I would write down what's my theme. You guys need to write down your theme on your paper. What's the theme of your game? How do the players get points? How does your player lose lives? What's the setting? Okay. Theme. Okay, you might want to throw in here, what's the setting? Who are the players? Okay, who's the enemy? Okay, what's going on? What's the theme of the game? Are you with me? What's happening? Oh, I got this guy. He's got a big mouth, and he's opening and closing his mouth, and he's going around and he's eating dots. What does that sound like? Yeah, it sounds like Pac-Man. Okay, okay. I got this space fighter who's on the ground, and he's trying to not get hit by alien fighting. You know what I mean? What's the concept of your game? Who are the players? How do you get points? How do you lose lives? What's going on in your game? What am I going to see? Okay. And next thing I want you to think about is RAD. What is RAD? What's RAD mean? Rapid application development. What does that mean for you and I? Who can explain RAD? It's a concept where you do what, JJ? Perfectly stated. You take an app, you copy it. So you started from an app that you already have built, that's already working, that's already functional, right? You copy it, and then you change it to be the next app, or what do you want it to be? Okay? So I think we have 4 really good apps to start from. And I gave you 6 this year, but I think 4 I really like. I really like Count Me In, where we had the player moving left, right, up, and down. That's a great game if you want your player to move left, right, up, and down. Okay? So if I was doing Pac-Man, I would probably start from Count Me In. Okay? Because Pac-Man can go left, right, up, and down through tunnels. Okay? The second app that I really like is Sound Decision, where the ball was bouncing around the screen, right? If you were going to do any kind of a sporting app, who's going to do a sporting app in here? All right. If you're going to do any kind of a sporting app, I would probably start from Sound Decision. You got a ball bouncing around the screen, hitting edges. We talked about all that, right? What's the next app? Sprite Smash, great one. You know, you got if you have any kind of a whack-a-mole type of game, appearing, disappearing on the screen, right? Start with Sprite Smash, great app. And then probably our very best app is probably Picture Pool, right? Where you've got alien, so like if I was going to do Galaga and I have aliens coming down from the sky, I'm starting with Picture Pool every time. Okay? And I'm going to make my hummingbird move left and right. I'm going to put in my fighter ship in there. Okay? Who understands RAD in here? Thumbs up if you understand RAD. I highly, 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 highly recommend RAD. I've only allowed 2 or 3 students to start from scratch. Okay? And they were super coders. They were off the charts good. I had a student last I think it was first quarter, David. David did a Viking ship game, and he had ships, okay? He had 2 ships facing each other with cannons shooting out of them. He had one ship moving up and down that would automatically shoot at you, and then he controlled the ship on the left, moving up and down, and then firing back. It was awesome. Are you with me? That kid's off the charts, though. You with me? So he's a special case. For most of us, you with me? It's a great idea to RAD. And to be honest with you, he probably did RAD. He probably did. Okay? The next thing you need to do is your engineering design. Draw it out. What's going on? Who's going where? What are they? What's the names of them? How big are they? What kind of a control panel do you want? Do you have a reset button? Do you have multiple screens? What do you have? If you have multiple screens, guess what you should be doing? Okay? You should be drawing out your second screen then. Okay? And when I click this button, I'm going here. All right? And this could say the end or something. I don't know. Okay? Game over. So I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to do. Okay? So, your program description is 100 points. Theme, concept, RAD, that's 100 points. You with me on that? Engineering design, drawing it out. How many points is that? 100 points. So that's 200 points today, and I'm not done yet. Actually, that's 230 because if you can do this, then you get grades for thinking about it over the weekend or the whole quarter. Are you with me on that? Next 100 points. Everybody needs to start drawing this out on your paper. Somewhere on your paper, you need to create a sprint task list. Everybody, I don't want to see anybody on the computer building an app yet. Do not go to your computer and build until you've turned in your program description and your engineering design paper to me. Are you with me? And I'm going to put check, go build. Are you with me? I'm giving you today. This is due the first thing in the morning tomorrow. The first 10 minutes of class, you're going to walk in, you're going to hand me this, and you're going to go back, sit down, and build. Are you ready? Everybody on your paper should be creating a final project sprint task list. And on this paper, you should be writing down something like I did, but yours should be more in depth. This is just giving you ideas. Today is Tuesday, 2/21. Everybody should have a T on there with 2/21 on it. I'm giving you Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, 2/22, Thursday, 2/23, Friday, 2/24, Monday, 2/27, and Tuesday, 2/28. Those are all the days that you get in class to do this project. Are we clear on that? I want to know what's your plan every day, and everybody in here should have the same thing on Tuesday. What are we doing today? Engineering design and program description. Are you with me on that? Everybody in here should be doing an engineering design and a program description. Tuesday, blocked off, that's what you're doing. And then Wednesday, I think everybody's going to say, I'm going to start building the GUI, right? Get my images, make a folder. Are you with me? Go to the internet, get my images, do some GIMP work, yada, yada, yada. Thursday, I'm gonna start working on some code. I'm going to get my Galaga fighter to move right and left. I'm going to get my Galaga fighter to shoot. Okay. Friday, I'm going to get my aliens to move left and right, bounce off the walls. You with me? And then Friday, I'm going to work on my missiles contacting the aliens, and when there is collision detection, I want the alien to disappear, and I want point values to go up. And if I get hit by a missile, if I collide with a missile, then I want to have collision detection there, and then I want to lose lives. So I have good missiles and bad missiles, and there needs to be separation there, right? That's how I got to think. You guys got to think about everything. Monday, what am I doing? I'm upgrading. Making sure my timers work. I'm making sure the game's clean and working right. Tuesday, final day that I get to work on this project. I have to clean up any loose ends. You with me? So you guys are creating a little calendar for yourself. Who understands this? You're making a small calendar, which is a sprint task list, that's going to keep you on task of everything you're doing every single day. That's 330 points right there. 330. 30 points for thinking. 100 points for your engineering design. 100 points for your program description. 100 points for your sprint task list. Okay? On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, we start slow review. You will not have time to work on your app. But here's the cool thing. The app's not due until March 6th, Monday, the following Monday. That means you can go home and you have the weekend still to work on your app. It's just the fact that I'm not giving you class time to work on your app. Is that clear? I'm only blocking off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm only giving you 6 days, that's a lot. 6 full days to work on your app. Okay, and if you're doing RAD, no problem. Even if you weren't doing RAD, no problem. Are you with me? Okay. The app is due March 6th. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we'll be doing slow reviews. Friday we'll be taking your slow test. I'll be honest with you, this Tuesday, 2/28 is a maybe. If people are finished with their app, I'm going to take Tuesday for a review day and give you one more review day. Are you with me? It gives us 3 days of review and then Friday to take the slow. All right, just gets you better prepared for the slow. But it's a maybe. If you guys need it, we'll use it. If we don't need it, I'm going to take it for a review day. Is that cool? So you got to put a little maybe question mark in there. Call me maybe on that, Carly Ray Jepsen. Okay. Any questions about this? Program description, engineering design. We've done this all quarter. Okay. The only thing a little bit different today is we are asking for a program description. Write it out what you're doing. Okay. If you guys look at this, 30 points for your sprint task list, 30 points for the GUI, 30 points for building your app, 100. So this is, let's just go up here. I'll just go up. 30 points for thinking about your app. Here it is, 30 points for thinking about your app. 100, so that's 130 for engineering design. 230 program description. 330 for building the app. 430 for the GUI. 530 for the code. 630 for code comprehension. 730 for functionality. 830 for teacher rating. And 930 for naming your components on your app. Any questions about how I graded? 930 points. I don't want any parents calling me saying, Mr. Richter, you know, why did they lose 930 points? Does everybody know your final project is 930 points? And it's to be honest with you, if you're just building your app, it's an easy 930 points. Are you with me? Because I'm giving you a grade on everything you should be doing automatically. Okay. If you just do what we do, you get the 930 points. All right. Why do I have a functionality rating in there? Your app's got to work, right? If you turn in an app that doesn't work, you get a 0 in that column. Boom. That's one of your 100 points gone. You got to turn in an app that works. Okay. And then my teacher rating, that's where I just say, hey, do I think that? I mean, basically, I'm saying I'm kind of like Simon Cowell here, saying, would I buy this app? A+ if I would buy the app, right? It's okay. It's average. C, it's not very good. Okay. All right. Any questions for me? All right. Keep it calm and code on.